Yeah, you can all just say the room from how we got involved. I'm gonna start from Amanda.
Okay, well, I found a casting list for this show online, and I thought to myself, wow, that's exactly what my school theater does, because my school theater is very involved with, theater activism and staging the change, as they say. So I thought this was right up my alley, and I would try it out, and I ended up loving it.
Where are you from, Amanda?
Long Island.
Hi, I'm from Brooklyn, and I found out about this by my friend Ami right there, and my premiere who did Body Box last year, and I went to their play and I loved it, and then Body Box was a play, I think 9 girls, and it was about sex, like how women are like as sexy, and like there was like laws that you can't be too sexy, you have to be more sexy than the other person. So just opening the eyes of how the media views sexy and just bringing it to the audience attention. And yeah.
Hi, I'm from Brooklyn. Also, the show that she was talking about, I did that last year, Body Vox, about the sexualization of girls in the media. And then Dana sent me an email like, can we do part 2? I'm like, yes. So I'm here now.
I've been born and raised in California, and originally I'm from India, and I found this on a casting call website.
I am from Westfield, New Jersey. It's in Union County. It's about Jersey. It's about 40 minutes out. But so I got involved with this because I knew Dana before we did the show. I was involved with an organization called the Working Group on Girls, and that's a coalition of 80 women's and girls organizations. And I got an email from her that was like, hey, we're doing this theater women's rights show. And I was like, oh my God, theater and women's rights are my 2 favorite things in the entire world. I should do this. So I came to the audition, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I'm also from Brooklyn, and I did the show Body Box last year with Nicosi. And yeah, it was one of the most wonderful experiences I've ever had. So I had to come and do it again when Dana reached out to me. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I got the mic now. So I just wanted to ask you guys, what did you think about the overall theme and message of the story, as well as your script? What did you guys think when you saw it, and after you performed it and stuff?
I realized that each one of us, so first of all I'd like to say that each one of us, our characters were completely original. Literally Dana put a seat in front of us on the first day of rehearsal and said, sit on that chair and present me a character. So we all got into these insane characters, and it was so comfortable. So what I realized was that Pleasant is actually a large part of me, as I'm sure each one of you guys' characters is of yourselves. And this stage was kind of a platform to voice like a lot of our concerns. Like Pleasant's character is very concerning. So, and I didn't realize, like, I myself, like, I have like a lot of double standards. I didn't even realize that, and just things get surfaced and you don't even realize, like, until you do something like this. So.
Yeah, and I also just want to clarify that the girls wrote the play. So we started with nothing 6 weeks ago, and then it all emerged from their writing and improvisation ideas. Yeah, they wrote it all. There was no script before.
And then we have the beautiful Amanda who wrote the song for us.
One of the things going along with Gari's answer, that when I was, looking at the script for the first time, I'm like, how is this relevant? This would have been great 50 years ago when everyone was preparing to be a wife. And then I realized, like, wow, this is actually very relevant today, because I know all my friends who will, like, sit around, like, saying, oh, I want a boyfriend. Oh, look at her, she's so happy. Like, I feel like it's still, a powerful message in today's world.
So I had a question about the composition of it. So as you were writing, and Pleasant, what's your real name again? Sandra? Okay, Sanjana. You mentioned double standards, and I was interested in what, if there were any stereotypes or double standards about you as women, also as men, about, any of those that I was interested in any specific examples that any of you can give us about something that while you were writing it, you became aware of your own. You mentioned double standards.
Be sexy, but not too sexy. Smile, but pout. Stick your chest out, but concave, convex. So, there were commands that were shouted during the dance, and we were all struggling. It's a struggle.
I think what I connected to in my character is that she was very opinionated and very strong, but then when she's just with herself, she realizes that she's scared, that maybe she should just go the safe route, and maybe if she says her opinion, then it won't really work out. Maybe just saying it isn't worth it. And I feel like that's something that I know I deal with in my regular life, and I think a lot of girls deal with that. Not knowing if you speak up, if you'll be thought of as too pushy or too bossy. The band Bossy campaign, it's by Girl Scouts, look it up, it's awesome. So yeah, and I guess the overall theme of the show was just really generally just don't be afraid if you're not what society tells you are supposed to be. Because we saw that with our boy characters, we wanted to speak to that. So I think that was our general purpose.
Yeah, and also to piggyback off of what Izzy said, and I think when someone raised their hand earlier, they mentioned that it's okay to be powerful without trying to be a man. But I feel like we're as girls, we're constantly put in a position where we have to aspire to be like a man in order to be powerful, because a man equals power. And it's we're taught to be powerful but not too powerful. To be the boss but don't be too bossy. You can't be the best at what you are. You can't make it to the top if you're trying to smile and wave and be as polite and conserved as they want a woman to be. Any other questions?
Well, actually, I'd like to play off your last comment, because there's a lot of TV shows, particularly the cop shows, where they pair a man and a woman, Castle and NCIS, and they show women being strong, but I'm wondering what you think about the way they're being strong, if that is strong as a woman or strong as being like a man.
When I see those kind of pairings, and you say why a woman is strong, I think it's because she's using her sexuality to be strong, and controlling a man with her body and her mind. It's not too much about her mind, that she is smart and she is intelligent on her own. It's always got to be related to seducing a man in that pairing, and even if she may appear strong, she's not strong for the right reason.
I think that's all we have time for. Thank you all so much.